name is Ryan Thomas, and I'm a pediatric pulmonologist and director of the Cystic Fibrosis Center at Michigan State University. So the first thing I think to start with is, well, what is vaping? Unlike traditional cigarette, hookah, cigar, relying on combustion, vaping uses sort of a combination of electronic product and a pod or some sort of liquid. And so the vape device heats and then atomizes this liquid. I think the initial idea was that this might be slightly less harmful than traditional combustion-based nicotine inhalation, though I think that very much remains to be seen. Right now, because vaping is relatively new, we're kind of dealing with two sort of separate problems. The first problem is this safe in general? And that's mostly looking at people who are using vaping as a way to quit cigarettes or as an alternative to traditional cigarettes, thinking about both short and long term, what are the health consequences of this? Secondarily, the sort of acute burst of vaping-induced lung injury that we were seeing. There is data out there that as many as 30% of college-age people either have tried vaping or are vaping somewhat regularly, which is a tremendous increase from the era where the total cigarette use in the community was less than 10%. It's a really large increase, and I think that's what's so concerning about this, is we had over the course of decades cut back the number of people who were using nicotine-containing products regularly. And now what we're seeing is a rapid increase in the number of young people, both college age and high school age kids, that are using these products and getting addicted. I think the way MSU can help with this issue is really to help us gather more information. I think both from an epidemiologic standpoint and from a public health standpoint, we still are struggling in the medical community to effectively quantify how many people are vaping regularly. My advice for students is really to try and stay away from it as much as possible. And that's important because the Juul products use nicotine salts that allows you to tolerate much larger amounts of nicotine in any given dose. And so there's really evidence that's playing a huge role in it, because in Europe they have regulated the amount of nicotine that can be present in these products. And we're not seeing nearly the rate of teen and young adult addiction that we are in the United States. And I think we can pretty directly believe that that's related to the high levels of nicotine in the products. They're just so much more addictive than any of the other preceding products were before. So Michigan State's been really committed to healthcare in general. MSU's made a lot of investments globally and nationally on improving public health or improving access to resources. Michigan State is actually top 10 in combined NSF and NIH funding, so there's a lot of really important science and medicine research being done. What we're trying to do is take that wonderful place where we're learning a lot about basic science and public health and try and integrate it into what the health team is doing. MSU's really made a tremendous investment in making sure that we have the resources the community needs.